Without considering the CG and animation department, one particular aspect of episode 1 of season 4 of Attack on Titan which perplexed the audience was the story in itself. Now this was kind of expected because something like this actually happened when the manga came out as well, because this particular episode focused on the story of the other side and this did not include Eren and gang, so of course a confusion like this is ought to happen. So hello and welcome to Undervisey, my name is Soham and in this particular video I'm going to explain to you all the 4-year long Marley Mid-East War which finally concluded in episode 1 of season 4 of Attack on Titan. Now please note that this video will not contain any major manga spoilers. In this particular video I'll only talk about the events that have happened in episode 1 of season 4. So anime only viewers, please be rest assured that you won't be spoiled for the upcoming future of the series. Now with that being said, if you're new here then please consider subscribing to the channel since I do weekly anime and manga related content. We are also trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of 2020, so a like and sub would be massively appreciated. Now on to the video. So as a lot of you have already expected, yes, there is a time skip that is involved here, or to be precise there is a 4-year-old time skip. Of course the first episode focuses on the other side of the story and not Eren and gang. Of course their story is going to be explained in the future of the series as well, but I won't talk about it here because that would be a manga spoiler. But anyway, in this video now I'm going to explain, or rather briefly explain, the 4-year-long Marley Mid-East War which happened as a direct result of the warriors' defeat. Now all of this started after Marley's warriors failed to acquire the founding titan from the royal family of the Paradise Island, and in this mission they also lost 2 of their major titan forces, that is the female titan as well as the colossal titan. This greatly resulted in the reduction of Marley's military capabilities, and something like this was obviously going to be noticed by the other factions as well. And one such faction which actually noticed something like this was the Mid-East Allied Forces, which is actually a coalition of territories that are against the nation of Marley, and thus they declared a war against Marley in the year 850. Now the exact events of the things are not exactly clear to us. It has not even been shown to us in the manga as to how exactly this war was fought, but the manga as well as the anime mainly focuses at the ending of this particular war, and that's where episode 1 of season 4 actually begins with Falco, Cold, Gabi and the others. Now throughout the last 4 years, Marley had actually gained the upper hand over the allies, but there was one remaining fort which was the pinnacle of their obstacles, and that was Fort Slava. If Fort Slava was won, then this war will finally come to an end, and that is exactly what was in mind of Marley as well. And that is where we begin this season 4 of anime. Now one of the major reasons for this war was the fact that the opposition had actually discovered or made an anti-titan artillery which has the capability to even kill one of the 9 titans. This is a very devastating thing, and it just goes on to show the declining power of Marley's military. And of course these were the times of desperation, and all of this finally led to the Battle of Fort Slava. Now of course we catch up to the current situation where Gabi, via the usage of her antics, was able to knock down the artillery train, and this gained the upper hand for Marley. And in this process she also saved 800 Eldian soldiers who were about to do a suicide drive. And in the process the Jaw Titan, that is Galliard, comes to the rescue along with Peak the Cart Titan, and they try to decimate the remaining soldiers. And after the train was destabilized, the final part of the mission was greenlit, and that was the arrival of the Armored Titan as well as the Beast Titan. Now as we saw in the episode, Zeke actually used hundreds of Pure Titans as an airstrike to devastate the walls of the enemies. Although there were still some remaining anti-titan cannons, but in the end Reiner joined the ground battle and he was able to defeat all of the enemies after the final attack done by Beast Titan. And thus the fort was captured and the battle ended at that moment. And thus the 4-year-long war finally came to an end. But this is just the starting of all the things that are about to go wrong. And of course, once again, I won't give any major manga spoilers at this moment, but you can obviously understand the uneasiness that Marley felt at this moment, because they are able to understand the fact now that the power of the Titans are slowly diminishing at their hands, and they desperately need to get the founding titan in order to gain back the military stronghold. And that would be the catalyst, the major catalyst for the things that are about to come in the future of the series as well. Of course, in these 4 years, something major happens with the other side of the team, that is Eren's side as well, and all of that is going to be explained in the upcoming episodes as well. Of course, at the very end of episode 1, we get the tease for a certain character. I'm not gonna name this particular character here because it might be a manga spoiler for y'all, but if you have understood who this character is, then good for you. That is really awesome. But anyway, this was basically the 4-year-long Marley Mid-East War. To sum up, after the defeat of the warriors in their mission to acquire the Founding Titan, they lost 2 of their major forces in the form of the Female Titan as well as the Colossal Titan. And this resulted in a huge loss to Marley's military power, and this is something which was noticed by other opposing factions as well. And this directly led to a war with the Mid-East Alliance. And that is actually this particular war which we saw in the first episode of Attack on Titan Season 4. Now I hope this brief video was helpful for you all. Of course, I've left a couple of details here and there because I don't want to give manga spoilers to anime only viewers. I hope all of this would be enough for you all to get a clear idea of what exactly is going on in the world of Attack on Titan at this very moment. Of course, I have my thoughts and feelings about the CG that is involved here and everything. I've talked about it in my first episode review as well. You can go and watch it right here. But I guess this is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining in. Please mention your thoughts in the comment section below. And once again, a request to my manga only viewers, please do not spoil anything major in the comment section for the anime only viewers. Please let them enjoy the series to their fullest extent. And I guess this is it for today then. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more. This is WonderYZ, and I'll see you soon in the next video.